Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika. This reading is going to be for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. This is the July 2020 monthly reading. I'm just using 2 oracle decks for this reading. It's something I felt called and compelled to do, kind of freestyling them as well, not really using a particular spread here. We're going to use the Psychic Tarot by John Holland to start. It is an oracle deck, even though it has tarot in the name, and it does have tarot overlap. So we have the Star card coming up here, Aquarian energy, movements, choices, decisions coming up for y'all. Lots of changes. This is a collective energy, okay? For y'all specifically, it's very tangible. You are like maybe moving, entering, exiting old things, entering new things, changing jobs potentially as well coming up in the next couple of months is what I'm feeling. So, and you have lots of decisions to make here. This came up for Capricorn as well, and y'all have very related energy, and lots of Capricorn energy came up in the Libra energy, which I just did. And as you know, you and Libra sit side by side. So I filmed the readings in order of views from the last round, but I find, for whatever reason, right, and I don't believe in coincidence, that the order in which they're filmed, there's always lots of overlap between them in order, and like they don't go in zodiacal order. Is that even a word? Zodiacal, whatever. They don't go in order of the zodiac, right? So interesting. Okay, you have the Hangman energy. Everyone is being called to meditate, to take a step back, to reflect before making any decisions here. Perfectly timed with Mercury retrograde, right? Not really a good time to start anything new. Is a good time to reflect, think, meditate, plan, okay, is coming up as well for the energies I've been picking up on so far. Again, you're the third reading. I'm seeing some Leo energy coming in here as well. Fire energy there with the power, the strength, okay? Some of you may be spending time near water by a beach, maybe helping you to connect with your intuition, right, as a water sign, and to reflect and feeling that energy. I'm also feeling like some type of, whatever this move is around work, or there's something that feels like it's happening around work that feels like, you know, either again, it's like some type of up leveling, or it might even, you know, it might be sort of public facing or something like that. It doesn't have to be right away. It could be in the future, okay? I'm seeing balance come out here. It's another huge collective energy we've been picking up on. I'm sure it came up in y'all's last reading. Okay, so let's see what messages we have. Ooh. Lots of heart chakra energy coming up in these readings as well, which is pretty fitting for Cancer season, right? We're swimming in it right now, so to speak. Emotional loss. Okay, so when I saw some of you by water, okay, I did sense some type of emotional withdrawal, especially if something is coming to a close or ending, okay? I feel like spending time by water, by yourself, this may be helping you to process that, okay? And then you have something new right on the other side. Look at that. And positive movement forward. Again, I'm feeling, if it's not relocating, some of you are traveling, okay, potentially over water here. Passion ignited, again, connecting with that heart space energy there. I'm also picking up on the crown chakra with this card, okay? As far as the emotional loss, I'm feeling like something from the past, okay, that you're letting go. Again, maybe related to closing out old cycles, right? Like give it this example, like you know, get offered an amazing job opportunity across the country, and you have to leave, you know, your family and your friends, okay? It feels like that. It's like you're losing something, but you're also gaining something else. And I feel like that's part of the balance too, is that you're sort of recognizing that and recognizing and reconciling that, okay? With this emotional loss. I feel like you might be keeping this close to the vest. Like a lot of people may not know that this, you know, you may just be showing the like sort of more excited part of you here, because that feels very real too, but the loss also does feel real. So let's get into it here with the emotional loss and see what the advice is coming out around that, okay? So it says the number 5 emotions card comes forth at a time when you may be experiencing or grieving a loss of someone or something you are emotionally attached to. Honor your feelings, right? And again, so fitting for a Cancer season. It feels very Cancerian here. I'm almost seeing like the crab shell, right? And again, it's like I'm feeling like you're keeping to yourself or cloaking whatever this is. Honor your feelings. Only by healing and loving yourself, by letting go of the past, can you continue your journey. The suffering associated with this loss delivers profound wisdom and knowledge for your soul. Your unique gifts, talents, and abilities, as well as your joy and sorrow, will not only make up who you really are, but better yet, who you will become. The painful experiences of life are equally as valuable as the joyous ones. Focus all your positive energy on the good in your life and what you're grateful for. Use your healing energy in this way and try not to focus on what you've lost or are losing, right? For new beginnings and happiness are just around the corner. And to that point, voila, right? It literally fell out right after that. And it's funny because, you know, these cards, as you can see with the borders, right? Obviously the borders are related. And so with the green border here, it's all about connecting with the heart chakra, the heart space, our emotions, our feelings, right? But 5 follows the 1, right? So it's not like, I'm basically saying like this, the reading for that card, right, that in the guidance book anyway, really nicely harkens back to the number 1, which starts out that section of the guidance. So once you have let go and processed the loss, right, your cup is about to overflow with joy, happiness, and positive feelings. This is the first of the emotions card and therefore signifies that a new love opportunity beckons. This doesn't necessarily have to be physical love, but could also represent the passion and devotion for an idea, a goal, or even a new creative endeavor. This would be a perfect time to open up yourself and your heart to the higher vibrations and loving energy of the universe. When past issues are resolved, when forgiveness for others as well as yourself has been attained, and when your heart is truly open and ready to receive, then new roads leading you toward love will be revealed. And the next card that follows on in the series, not coming out here, reminds me of the 2 of Cups, okay? So again, for some of you, it could be a romantic connection, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a child. That's the energy has been coming up a lot. It could be platonic. Could be, you know, something again related to work, a business partnership, something like that. So let's get into your numerology guidance, okay? I do also want to point out we kind of have an 11 here, right, with the double ones, okay, which reminds me of manifestation, but also new beginnings, okay? There is also something here about individuality. Maybe that's partly what the emotional loss is around, okay? So per the example that I gave, right, you have this amazing opportunity, but it requires that you leave what you've known, right? Who and what you have known, your home, so to speak. But you're creating a new one. You're starting a new journey, right? And I'm seeing creativity coming up for here as y'all as well, with a happy ending and creativity. Definitely connecting with the solar plexus chakra there with all the yellow, okay? The seat and source of our creativity, solar plexus. Some of you may be dealing with issues around the pride and ego, or it's someone around you, okay? Could be, you know, sometimes our own pride and our ego gets in the way of us fulfilling our own dreams. We sort of tell ourselves we're not good enough before we've even really had a shot, okay? If it's not you, it could be someone else, okay? Maybe trying to downplay, you know, what you're getting here, but I would say that's likely, you know, that's because their pride is hurt. And you are being called to surrender here, right? To let go and flow. Let go and flow, Scorpios. Let's see what number. I actually got this deck from a Scorpio when I first started reading. It's one of my favorite decks. Okay, you have 2 cards coming up here. Domestic harmony and rebirth. I don't really read reversals here. Parenting's coming up. That came up in the Capricorn reading, okay? So if that's resonating with any of you, it doesn't have to be you. It could be someone around you, expecting, okay? Or you may be sort of healing family issues, healing relationships with your parents here. So you have rebirth and you have domestic harmony, okay? Number 16 breaks down to a 7. Number 46 here breaks down to a 10, or otherwise a 1, right? So let's read for rebirth, and we'll read the affirmation. And I do feel this, like, you know, again, because for a lot of you, I do feel this like relocation, okay? You're gonna have domestic harmony there, right? I just feel like there's some worry about, like, I'm losing my comfort, I'm losing what I've known, but you can get that back again. You can recreate that. You can't have the same exact thing, right? But you can create another one. You can create a new one. It's time for a new experience is what I'm feeling. Okay. Rebirth. This card indicates a time of major transition and transformation that will result in significant personal growth. By drawing this card, you have entered a period of spiritual awakening and rebirth where you have the opportunity to align with your higher self and the overarching principles that guide you. This is where you surrender to the changes around you and prepare to be the best you can be. You are being encouraged to trust and believe that a magical future awaits, but first you need to let go of the old in order to experience the new. Take time to reevaluate your core values and examine your life. Then eliminate any superficial foundations that don't align with your higher self and your dreams. This is a time to recognize and rise above any ego-based thoughts and behaviors, for humility and authenticity are the key to your success. Remember, I was talking about pride and ego earlier, so pay attention to that, okay? The affirmation here says, through personal transformation, I reach my greatest potential. Amen. All right, I'll read for domestic harmony for y'all too, because your reading's a little bit on the shorter side. So this card indicates a time of healing your relationships and your home. This may relate to a troubled relationship with a child, family member, ex or current partner, house guest or roommate. It could relate to problems you have had with the actual house itself. Either way, this card has been sent to advise you that your difficulties are being resolved and domestic happiness is within your reach. This card can indicate a time to make a commitment to your present relationship by declaring your love and desire to take things to the next level. It can also reveal a need to commit to your present residence by extending your lease, deciding not to sell, or making the necessary improvements to turn it into your perfect home. I'm not sure about that. That may be the case for some of you, but I'm really feeling relocating, okay? Maybe, it's funny because I actually do have Scorpio in my chart and I'm kind of doing this, but I'm relocating, but I'm also keeping my current, if that makes sense. Okay, so maybe we may be doing that, okay? Regardless, this card is encouraging you to make a commitment rather than walk away. To me, this feels like make a commitment to yourself. Could very well be related to a relationship too, okay? And if moving's involved, maybe this is like, okay, let's say like you have a job offer again, like across the country. You're dating someone, you're like, oh man, like I really don't want to leave this person. Maybe you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna ask them to go with me, see what they say, right? The affirmation here says, I have happy, harmonious relationships within my happy, harmonious home. Either way, that's what it is, okay? And again, with the parenting card, some of you maybe becoming parents, could be someone around you, or healing family and maybe inner childhood wounds and issues. I'm not gonna really go into that. I went into it extensively in the Capricorn reading, so if that resonates for you, do hop on over and take a look at that reading as well. Scorpios, if this reading resonated, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, you can do so through my website. You can also subscribe to my newsletter for free. I also co-host a podcast called the Self-Care Kickback. We're in a little bit of a hiatus right now, but there are several episodes that are already up on a few different channels, so check that out if that's something that speaks to you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next reading. Bye.